What up, nigga, bitch?
Where all my scamming ass, monkeys
Where
at?
your at?
Spend that money.
Monkey nat.
What the fuck? We not even smoking.
It said stop singing.
Literally. It's like, bitch, shut up.
It said please shut that shit up right now.
For real. Welcome to another episode of Fadedandevolving. I'm one of your hosts, this big motherfucking mama.
And I am your other hostess, Natty.
Period. Make sure that you follow us on all of the socials. Make sure that you like, comment, and
Subscribe, nigga.
make sure that you like, comment, and
Subscribe, nigga.
Cause period. I like that one. Cause bras and bonus is optional. If somebody is telling you that you can come over here with your titties low and a bonnet on, the least you could do is stick the fuck around.
And judgment free for real,
Cause I too like to have my titties out and a bonnet on. I don't have no bra on right now.
I was about to say titties is kind of out right now, actually.
So,
Nigga.
what is?
What is you saying?
Nah, speaking of stuff to be saying, listen, go over the summit. And I'm not playing with y'all. It's a lot of shit I play with y'all about.
Yeah.
But I need y'all to take your ass over there at the
Spend
bottom of
that
National
money
Park
on
and tell them that Jaded Devolving sent you and use code
Jaded.
JADED. Okay.
Jaded.
Because I know some of y'all can't spell, and that's okay. It's okay, because y'all focus on other shit right now. JADED. Just go in there, order your shit, make sure it's $20 or more, and just say JADED, and they're gonna know what to do.
Also,
Yeah.
there's an event happening. Girls will be girls.
Yeah.
Tell us about that, friend.
That literally, I don't even know. By the time y'all hear this, hopefully it's literally spots to RSVP.
Yeah, no, for real.
Literally,
It was only 17 spots the other day.
Yeah.
And that was like 2 days ago.
So the manager over at Summit Wellness, if you guys don't know her, her name is Geraldine. You can follow her on Threads. Her name is Geraldine from Maryland. And she is quite literally the first person that I think about when I think about cannabis and community when it comes to women. She's such a woman's woman when it comes down to this cannabis shit, and she really wants women to grow. She really wants to highlight the women in this space. I think it's something that her and Melanie, I think it's something that Keisha, I think there's a couple women that do this really well, but Geraldine is one of those top people that come to mind. And so what she's doing is she's putting together a panel discussion and a networking event for the women in the cannabis community within Baltimore, within Maryland, to really get to know each other. We see each other in events all the time, kind of in passing. We'll talk on the socials, but we don't really get a chance to like link up. So this is an opportunity for everybody to get together. Your lady bud tenders, content creators, cultivators, growers, all of us.
See them out in the wild, man.
Yeah, and we're hosting the panel. So if you guys are looking for something to do on a Thursday night, come down to El Guapo in the basement. It's going to be September the 5th from 5:30 to 9, I believe. So make sure that you guys RSVP. The particle is up. But like I said, by the time y'all hear this, you might not have no, it might not be nothing
Let me check it right now.
for y'all to be able to link up in there. But you can link up with us in the Discord. You could do that.
Over at Bloom House.
Yeah, Bloom House. It's gonna be a great time. We say gonna be. Because again, like we were saying last episode, we want to yap, we want to talk. We talk about weed in there, we talk about business in there, we talk about all things.
Mental health.
Yeah, all kinds of shit. Like we really just picture it being a big ass group chat. It is just a really big group chat for girls, like literally for girls who smoke. So if you're interested, we'll send you the link and you guys can join us.
Yes. Oh, girl. Y'all, we went to go see Bocking.
Baby.
Let me tell you how we going back to go see it again because our sister doll is her birthday is on August the 26th, and so they're doing something for her. I think.
It's going to be a panel discussion with Sister Doll and Monroe Elise. And if you know anything about Black Pride, those are two women in the game that are really shaping authenticity right now in all forms, but specifically as Black trans women. So I recommend that y'all get y'all tickets for the 26th. If you don't get them for any other date. Now, if you can get them for the 22nd, okay. That's cute. But if you can get them for that 26th, I personally just feel like you guys are in for a show. Now, we were the third audience to see the show. So, mind you, the show has only been running for about, what, a week. Yeah, because it's 3 shows.
Yeah. And that was the preview, so it might have been different than the first showing
My God,
or the
today.
second one. But let me tell you how
What?
absolutely tootly. I'm not a big person on seeing something several times that I've already seen, except for Sinners. I will watch that 1,000,001 times if I have to, and I want to. But Baki, I will go see that again off of the rawness alone, off of the conversations that were being had and how it struck nerves. It struck nerves in everybody in the audience, and the fact that people were laughing at us because our asses can't shut the fuck up for nothing.
But the commentary
the commentary was so fucking necessary, and it really added to the show because of what was going on. It's just like you can't help but to say something during the show.
It's a very raunchy show, though. Like, I think that was something that people in the audience didn't know, because there were some
older white women.
Yeah, there was a black man sitting next to an older black man sitting next to me. He was kind of like,
Well, the one in the row in front of us, he was cool though.
Yeah, he was cool. But the guy sitting next to me, I don't know what they thought they were in for, but I believe that the moments of intimacy in the play probably is what kind of did it for some people, because they're not
especially
used to seeing
off
that.
the back. It was like straight off the back you seeing stuff, and it's not like they're naked, like they're not in complete nude. It's just who doing the bending, and then who turns around and does the bending,
and then the intimacy alone is something I don't think a lot of plays. Okay, if you're somebody in the theater,
director,
they had to have one based on the
conversation,
the conversation in the play. It was necessary.
Scenes.
You don't see this in most plays. Most plays where there's a scene of intimacy, where there's like a sex scene, or if there's like even a kiss, it's usually shaded by something, or they like cover it up with their hand or whatever the case may be. No, this is bold. This is bold. There's no nudity, but again, there's nothing to really be left to imagination. You know what's going on, and so I think it was great. I think Kaylin Allen plays a great part. I think Sister Doll plays her part so well. I think that
everybody did amazing.
I think that it's beautifully written. I think that because it is so satirical, it is very you have to be smart to get it, and I think that's the joy. I think that's the joy of the show, that you can only have a conversation with someone who is intellectual and open
to the different topics and conversations that we're going on.
Because if they're not,
and I know we're being very broad about it, and it's because we want y'all to go see it.
Because you have to go see it.
Us explaining certain things doesn't do it justice. You literally have to go see it with your own 2 eyes. And hear it with your own 2 ears. And feel it. Like, it's really that.
And keep in mind that it is satire. So take everything that we're saying to heart, of course. But there are so many moments of laughter. There's times where we was like in there cackling, child, like a hollering, because it's highly animated, but it's very black. It touches on so many different things, and I am thankful for Bocking. I'm thankful for the opportunity. We were the first people in line to get our tickets. Thank you to Have on Stage for donating those 50 tickets to Baltimore Center Stage. I can't wait to see it again.
Thank you to Baltimore Center Stage for having the play. Speaking of which, I need to donate to their juvenile program because I think that's really cool that they bring theater to the young children. They gotta. You have to give the children something. Yes, they did something crazy, like wow, but you have to think beyond of. You have to think past what they did and what the environment that they are raised up in. Not even the why. Who gives a fuck about the why when your ass has to sit in this fucking house with 5 younger siblings and play dad or mom? And your mom barely showed the fuck up. Your lights off. Now I gotta go rob the grocery store. I gotta go rob this old man because I really don't know no better. I'm just trying to get some money off of somebody because I don't have shit else.
I have no outlet. And so what that program does is it goes into these juvenile detention facilities and it gives them the outlet of art. And so it's acting, it's writing. They have screenplays. Several screenplays have made it to stages. So just when y'all be keeping in mind who y'all donate y'all money to, please keep black arts in mind.
Yes.
Keep black queer art in mind.
They're trying to keep black people, black kids, black adults blacks overall away from creativity.
But you see what we can do. You see what Ryan Coogler has done. You see what what's his name, Key and Peele. You see what they Jason Peele.
And they
see what they've done.
Try to keep it away from us because of how much it heals us, because of how much it allows us to speak what's on our hearts. They don't want to hear that shit. They don't ever want to hear what's going on with us. They think that we're always complaining, but when it's in a creative space, when it's in that outlet that doesn't hurt anybody, I think that that's extremely important.
It's also the fact that they're still willing to show up to these shows. There were a lot of white people in the audience. And I'm not taking anything away from white people, although they take everything away from us. There's a huge part in the discussion of the show
members
about race.
Oh yeah.
And so, especially if you're in an interracial relationship, it's a great conversation. But if you are in an interracial queer relationship, baby, I'm telling you, chill. That's a show for the shows, okay? So make sure that y'all go get y'all tickets for Backing. It is here in Baltimore at Baltimore Center
I'm about to get mine right
until
now.
September the 8th.
I'm getting my center ticket right now.
Make sure you go get.
Yeah, they buying these shits up. Hold up.
Yeah, the show is doing numbers.
Ooh, these side seats is cool though. The side. Yeah. Okay.
The center was amazing. Don't get me wrong.
The
I love a center
was
seat,
amazing
no matter
I
what
could
show
see
I go to. Yeah.
everything. But yeah, I mean, it's all the way in the back center.
Yeah, mezzanine floor. I love a mezzanine, and I love a center.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I like to be able to see everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm getting my shit, man.
I'm a theater gal through and through.
I want to become a theater girl. I want to really just be like.
I'm so over dramatic. I feel like I was like made to go to plays and shit because every day of my life is a fucking play. We have one topic, and I'm going to say this with the utmost sincerity, and I don't give a fuck how nobody feel. Okay. If we playing Would You Rather, and I give you two fucking options, don't make up no other option. If I say, would you rather lose both your arms or both your legs, don't be like, I'd rather lose all my toes. Bitch, that wasn't an option. That was not an option that I gave you. If I tell you, would you rather wake up one morning and have 13 different size arms, or would you rather wake up and have 16 titties? Don't say, oh, I'd rather have 14 butt cheeks. That's not what the fuck. I did not give you that fucking option. And so it just irritates me when you playing a game with somebody. Or like, you feel me? Like you're just trying to do something lighthearted and then they just turn it into something. I was like, bitch, what's your problem? I just ain't like that. I was watching this TikTok video the other day and the guy kept making up like other things. And it's just like, that's not, that wasn't the choice, bitch. And it triggered me. Because I don't like when people do that. Yeah.
I'm not that person, but I'm often like, so with this circumstance, does that mean this, that, and the third? I be like, I need added context. Because I'll be like, I'm not about to sign my life away doing this or that.
No added context.
Too much fucking free will in the world for me to even think about me only having two choices.
And that's why I like the game of Would You Rather, because it makes you pick a side. And I like when I make it real difficult for motherfuckers. Like,
give me one. The Negroes is out.
I think that's my significant other.
Oh. Yeah. Shut the hell up.
Oh, he talking to Miss Pinky.
Oh, okay, cool. Anyway.
Okay. Would you rather wake up tomorrow morning and be Tyler Perry? Or would you rather wake up tomorrow morning and be a dwarf?
Tyler Perry.
See, no additional context, but you have to pick one.
He's less kidnappable.
Because you have to think about shit like that. Yes.
He's less kidnappable. You told me about, like, dwarfs being afraid of
being out in public,
kidnapped and shit, and being out in public by themselves. I can't think of a world where I can't go outside in public by myself. Even with being Tyler Perry, I feel like it's just like, nigga, ain't nobody paying no mind to me unless I'm in a black ass place.
Yeah, but if
I go to all snooty ass places, because he got enough money to not really be out in the black places.
Yeah, he don't be.
So we barely get pictures of this nigga. I know he don't be out where the blacks at.
He don't. He be in the bars in the back.
With the boys.
Y'all know how we feel about Tyler Perry over here.
He be with the boys.
Uh-huh. Cause don't he? Y'all.
Oh no. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just feel like this entire conversation that we about to have is I'm just gonna be triggered.
Okay, hold on. Before we get to that, there was a post on Instagram that said this timeline so bad I'm out here saying shit like, man, I miss salads. No, for real. And I swear to gosh, if Taylor Farms don't fucking shut down, we need to put our energy into shit like that.
Yeah.
We need to put our energy into Nolan Wells,
Who else? Everybody else.
Kendrick, all the black people, but also the fucking gardens and farms and shit. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? We about to be out here eating potatoes and steak for real. Like, not even steak, potatoes.
No, potatoes. We're going to be eating potatoes and onions.
Potatoes,
it's going to be the Great
onions,
Depression
and
all over
gravy.
again. It's going to be the Great
I'm
Depression
getting
all
some
over again.
fucking gravy. I'm getting me some flour. I don't...
My ancestors started eating hog mugs and shit around that time. We're going to be straight. One thing I'm not
I
afraid
eat
of.
that shit now.
One thing I'm not afraid
Sadly.
of is white people food. Y'all eat like goats, not us. And so the real issue is I just gotta go get butter lettuce. You feel me? Like I gotta go get shit from way down at the co-op. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not having to go into a big supermarket.
Yeah.
I'm okay with having to go into my
I'll go to the
community
farmer's
supermarkets.
market.
Yeah, I don't have to put up
That's
with this shit.
exactly what I was thinking too. Like,
I don't have to put up with this
it's
shit.
gonna suck when the
Oh well.
farmers markets like slow down because of cold seasons, but like we can still find that shit. Like,
I'm
locally
gonna ask
grown
for
stuff.
some seeds or something. I'm gonna have to start growing this shit because at the end I'm not doing this shit with America. I promise you. The more fed up I get, the more I'm finna stick my foot up a white man's ass, and I feel like that motherfucker finna like it. But that's beside the point. Okay. If somebody don't find me some legitimate vegetables soon, I'm gonna air this bitch out. Okay, little shaky throat over there, keep touching shit. He said that the Tylenol give the baby's autism. It's too much going on.
Fuck that man.
Okay? Somebody better get me some lettuce real soon. Or I'm going to act the ass.
No, for real.
America shouldn't be this fucking hard to just exist. Speaking of existing, and like I said, we're going to get into this. Natasha and I tried to sit through that
20 versus 1 with Jasmine and the Christians.
Let me hit this drink.
It's actually 1 verse 20. You see how that they put that 1 verse 20.
One, yes.
One which?
When it really was
Because
20
they really-
versus 1. If you think about it, because y'all was not
Yeah, she
taking
wasn't.
her.
She wasn't.
Yeah, y'all couldn't. Them bitches could not take Jasmine on her worst day. She could have woke up with a migraine and short-term memory loss and still walked them bitches down. She could have still walked them down because nothing about what they were saying had any factual proof. I'm not going back and forth with you over the fact that you believe some shit that is from a book with no factual proof. There's no scientific proof that a whale could swallow a man and he could live 40 days and 40 nights inside him. That's not a thing. Or 10 days, however fuck long he was in there. Noah in the ark. There's no scientific way that could have happened, okay? Now, if magic was a fucking thing back then so goddamn motherfucking be it. But to my goddamn knowledge, that's not what the fuck was going down, okay? 3 niggas did not walk up into a crock pot and make their way out that bitch. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. The Bible is a great tool for black spirituality, but it's because we have a way deeper understanding of like science, right? Reality, astronomy, astrology. We have a deeper, just a genetic connection to these things. So we don't need a bunch of, rigmarole. And we got Neil deGrasse Tyson, so we good. We good.
Yeah.
Y'all fucked up. And
He
we
don't
got Bill
believe in
Nye.
astrology though.
We got Bill Nye the science guy.
True.
Y'all white people can't have him. We got Bill Nye. So y'all can't, whatever y'all on, y'all could keep that Christian shit. That Christian y'all been preaching all this fucking time. Y'all can really save that. Y'all can really keep that. Because if you look at that, you can see how much evil really, man.
The projection. Literally can see the projection on those women's faces. They were so like, first of all,
But
they
supposed to be
were
Christ-like.
very un-Christ-like. They were not welcoming.
Ooh.
They were not very welcoming. They were not kind. They had they had very, like, their smiles were very, except for the other Jasmine.
She was
which
cool.
was the only one
She
with
was the
some
only one with
goddamn
some
sense.
sense, yeah.
Because what she kept going back on was, yeah, I just feel like this is unsafe. But
Yes.
of course, people's intentions with anything can be unsafe. Using the crystals, using the Bible, both can be used in a negative way. You can hit somebody upside the fucking head with the goddamn crystal, and
You
it's
could also
dangerous,
crack a
bitch.
motherfucker in the head with a Bible. So it's
Like, but you can do psychological warfare on a nigga and be
And
feeding
people-
them bullshit from the
and it's
Bible
been
all their
done-
fucking life,
Uh-huh.
and now you have caused harm to generations.
And I think that was the point that she was trying to make, right? Historically, this has not done anything for us. Please, I wish somebody could really please tell me what Christianity has done for black people in its benefit. Because it's created a whole new form of capitalism that we feed into. We're some of the highest tithers at all of these churches, right? Not to include all of the money that we invest into the clothing, right? Into the car, into the lifestyle, into the seminars and the conventions and all of these different things. And I'm not saying that it's not good to have structure in your life. I think that structure is great. But when the structure is predated to suffering and trauma, I don't want that to be the thing that I'm taught, and I don't want to be the thing that's passed on when none of this can be proven. My struggle and my trauma can be proven. My deliverance cannot. My deliverance can't be proven through the book. My deliverance is proven through my existence and who I am. But if you going to judge me and my existence based on whatever the fuck is in your book,
They were being so fucking combative towards her, and like they weren't listening to understand where she was coming from. They were listening to always have a rebuttal, but they're not aware of how debating goes, because if you just keep using that same one line to prove your point, and somebody else is giving you more evidence to show why your point is like false or invalid, you're not proving anything. And that's what a lot of those women did. They just went back to the same fucking scripture, and it's just like you can manipulate that scripture to kind of give whatever the fuck you want it to.
Because there are people who know scripture and there are people who know the Bible. And I think that those are two different things. People who have studied theology, or people who have taken the time to understand Christianity in its format, right? What I always like to do when I learn anything in the Bible is I learn the backstory of the characters of the story, right? And so,
sir, we are recording. We know. We seen that this whole time.
Hey, shorty.
Yes.
All right, come on.
where we going?
To the store.
Okay. Give us like 20 minutes, okay? Thank you.
You can't go outside.
I hate niggers. No, you don't.
When I learned about like David, right? When I was learning about Paul, when I was learning about how, Paul became Saul and Peter, when you learn the backstory of these niggas, it makes you look at the Bible completely different. You don't even look at it for what they try to preach to you, right? One of my favorite examples when they were doing this debate, well, what was supposed to be a debate, is when Shorty said, well, do you think that you can manifest your way out of hell? And then she started to try to like quote moments of like Revelations and all of this. It's just
She
like,
was getting loud. That's
And
what bothered me, because it's just like there's a demon in you. You so worried about the woman that you're getting loud on to get your point across that there's a demon in you right now. That's what a fucking demon looks like. That was so she was not provoked into doing that shit. Jasmine was so like just sitting there. Her calmness provoked you to the point that is not Christ-like. Nobody should be able to get you out your character like that. If you are such a Christian, or if you are following these values like this, how can somebody get you like that? And that's one of the other points she was trying to prove. Like, y'all act like y'all ain't never had bad days. Like,
I think
things like that. Like,
having taken time away from it and really looking at it, I see exactly what you're saying, but in agreement from the opposite perspective of Jasmine acting in her Christ-like behavior was the thing that really like provoked their evil. You see what I'm saying? Like,
because they're expecting her to come in all black with the black lipstick, and it's just like, y'all are so y'all are so stuck in your ways of seeing witches in the way that TV portrays it that you don't even know what them women do. Like, you don't know what true
And so-
women in spirituality and that do.
That level of judgment is so unnecessary that it doesn't leave space for people to even feel welcomed enough to come back to the religion. And I think that that's the part that people are missing, is that your level of judgment and how you're condemning me is not going to make me feel less than or make me feel humble enough to the point where I have to come back to religion. That's not even God's point. That's not even God's point. And so it's like, for you to try to humble me is irrelevant. It's irrelevant, and you can see it because the way that Jasmine exude, it just like her aura in general, like the way that she was giving off, and just the funk and nastiness that just was beaming off of them as a group. It was just kind of like, y'all bitches just don't get it. And I know several of them went home and started their deconstruction journey. I know several of them because she was eating them the fuck up. She was eating them up with them prompts, and she chose the prompts because she knew that
These are the ones that people are always questioning, people are always asking
and
about.
that these women were going to try to bring a sense of nuance, and you can't bring a sense of nuance to something that is so heavily disagreed upon the same fucking way. There's no opportunity to bring any type of new perspective. Y'all hate it. Ain't no, you don't have to try to explain it to me 17 different fucking ways because it all comes back down to the same fucking thing. You don't believe in what I believe in. When Jasmine didn't say, it's not that I don't believe in God. I don't believe in Christianity. I don't believe in the Christian God. That's all she said.
Literally.
And that set them bitches off. And I'm just like,
Because
bro,
there is a difference.
there's a huge difference. And she tried to explain that to them, and they still wasn't trying to hear it. And my whole thing is, right, is that in the Bible, it speaks of being knowledgeable. It speaks of a woman in the form of wisdom. It speaks of wisdom as she.
Why y'all
If
not?
a sister, like literally, just if I think about sisterhood and community, if a sister was coming to you with new information, would you not think that this was not an opportunity for God to set you up for deliverance?
No, because they're so stuck in the fact that this is what I have been taught. Maybe my whole life, maybe not my whole life. Maybe
I've been
it
traumatized into
turned
this.
my
I've been-
life around in some ways, and literally traumatized into it because I'm not gonna say her name, but you know who I'm talking about. The one that changed up all her content, the one from YouTube.
Yes.
That's trauma.
Yeah.
Because the last straw was a man not marrying you.
It be like that.
Your parents
It be like that.
are in the church, and a man not marrying you was the straw that
They
broke the camel's back.
Mm-hmm.
A man not wanting me to be with him will never make me go to religion.
And
Because I'm not going to find my husband there. I'm not going to find my husband there. Them niggas is weird. Not all of them, but...
all of them.
Okay.
All of them. I'm not giving none of them a pass.
Okay. But, well...
Because
there
you can't preach a word to me that you can't live wholly. You can't. You can live it holistically, but that would require for you to get on my level. You don't like my level. You don't think that my level makes sense. But if I try to get on your level and live wholly, right, and supposed to live within this Trinity, then there's no margin for error.
I'm
So every
gonna
time
be
you
fucking
cheat, every
pulling
time you
my-
lie, every time you gamble, every time you masturbate, every time you eat pork, every time you go against the grain, every time you demean our child, every time you don't show up for parent teacher conference, every time you don't get your hair cut, every time you do anything to piss me off, every time you miss the payment date on the bill, you are not going against living as a man holy. Ain't no nigga in this world would be able to convert me back to a religion and try to make me some type of trad wife. And you can't even be the trad husband. You can't fully
'Cause I
abide
don't
by
never
it,
see
bro.
them videos.
Bro,
I don't never see them videos.
I be
I
praying
don't
over my
ever
wife
see-
for her menstrual cycle that she be delivered from what, nigga? From what? Y'all niggas
What's
weird.
wrong with her?
Y'all niggas weird.
She not.
Talking about
She
something
not
that's
praying
unholy.
over you
The
like
fuck?
that.
Y'all niggas weird. That whole situation, what it really boiled down to was that y'all are some of the weirdest fucking people
Yeah.
that I've ever come across in my life, and I
hate that for y'all.
I'm appalled that I ever was one. When I think back to what I was like as a Christian
Nigga,
woman, I
so
can look back at
judgmental.
photos. I was ugly inside and out. And it
So
showed in my
unhappy.
wardrobe. It showed in the way my face looked. It showed in the style of my glasses, how I wore my hair, the shoes I wore on my feet. I know my feet was rocking back then because I ain't had no sock on in that flat from Payless. And I was
Nigga.
wearing that bitch out till it was raw on that one side because my
Nigga.
foot was leaning. We not even going to act like that's not who I was. That's exactly who I was. And that's exactly how I was acting. Like my shoe was leaning, getting rusty on the bottom, and my bob was
I
stiff.
was depressed as fuck,
The fuck?
even with going to therapy.
And I'm out this bitch trying to tell people, if you find Christ, bitch, I done found him. And I'm getting worn the fuck out. Worn out. Y'all know my story. I was in the car like, God, if you can help me. God was like, rip all your edges out, bitch. I was like, what? What? I was like, this is the last time I talk to you, because what the fuck is going on? Why you got me in the car doing this? I said, I got to stop talking to this motherfucker. This motherfucker don't know shit. Don't know shit. Went and found some chakras, got my shit together, read about some crystals and some shit, some quantum fucking physics. Started masturbating and meditating, smoking on that good weed, nigga. What? Life been booming ever since.
It's some masturbating and meditating for me.
Life been booming ever since. Y'all
You gotta
Christians
get with that
be
root
weird,
chakra,
bro.
nigga.
Y'all be weird. Y'all be like, if you just find Christ, bitch, I done found Christ. Me and Christ, my name is Christian, bitch. I am Christ. The fuck is you talking about? The fuck is you talking about? It's
I feel
in the
like
name.
you should be way more offended than
I be so
than
fucking
them not
offended.
wanting. You should be more offended by them coming to you and approaching you than them being offended that you don't want to talk to them about it. Nigga, your name is Christian.
I be like, bitch, you know that we get like assigned this shit, like not just at birth, like before we come down this bitch, like before we get dropped off, we already know what we signed up for. Why do you think I'm so fucking amazing and excellent? Hello? Everybody whose name is found in the Bible, I want you to recognize that they either are a terrible shit fucking person or absolute amazing everything. So do with that information what you will. But I'm just saying.
With that being said, them Christians was not Christ-like, and if that's how Christians, you know how people use a very small, I don't know how to describe it. You know how in other countries they show depictions of black people, and then when they get over here, they're like, oh my God, black people, like this, that, and the third. That is how people are going to watch this and be like, wow, all Christians are like that. And yes, actually, this is an actual, very accurate depiction of how Christians treat you.
I feel like there's a
stud Christian, a
there's
MAGA
different
Christian,
variables of Christians.
accepting Christian.
Yeah, they all pop up, and it was one of all of them.
Judgmental, the one that's going through her own fucking spiritual psychosis, got her head so far up God's ass,
and God just like,
God is just like, girl, I did not ask you to do all that. You're embarrassing me.
Literally.
God is just like, I didn't ask you to do none of that.
If you are somebody who is like going through some shit where you just like, I don't know if this Bible shit for me, go watch that shit. I dare you. Or go watch it. And if you find yourself getting really uncomfortable by the way that they treating that woman, you know what you need to do. And if you think that shit is okay, you a raggedy bitch your goddamn self. You need to call 988, the crisis hotline, and tell them that you're going through something. Because clearly you're going through something.
You's a raggedy bitch, bro. Nigga, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change,
the courage to change the things I can,
and the wisdom to know the difference.
Show me how good life can get, and prepare me for the goodness.
Ashe, boom, shakalaka.
And quiet on your creek.
Bye.